One of the projects I made are these 4 miniature rooms that are replicas of different rooms in the house where I grew up in Romania. It's in this small town on the border with Hungary, and this was in the early 80s, and the house doesn't exist anymore. It has been destroyed, and there is an Austrian supermarket. All my work is very personal. That way of life translated into just my desire to make objects and make things. Actually, in order to minimize this pressure to, make sense of the entire world, because that's a very big thing, I think, to undertake. And I wanted to focus on something very, very small and treat it in a very simple and very literal way. So I made these just to sort of remember this place that's very humble and insignificant, and I just wanted to, put it in this very high-profile context, just kind of like an homage to my town. I can't escape being who I am and where I'm from. No matter how long I live abroad, I will always be a Romanian. This one is the kitchen. This more or less shows the rooms the way they were shortly before the house was destroyed. This is a room where we used to raise nutrias when I was a kid. My parents raised these animals for fur, and then my father would kill them and prepare the pelts, and then another woman in the town would make coats and hats out of them. So it was like this underground economy. This is the pantry, and the only thing that's strange in this piece are these 2 shapes, that they're made out of soap. There's something really nice about using the very last of animal slaughter to make soap. The bedroom where most of the family slept, and the people who lived in this house are, for the most part, dead. I took some pictures right before the house was destroyed, so I tried to make them as accurate as possible, because now they're a historic record in a way of something that is gone. I think about my childhood a lot, and it's also this very distant way of life now. That part of Romanian or European history seems very, very different from the perspective of today. Who was in that position when communism fell really understood what kind of changes would happen, and I think that in a way, from what I gather, Romania still hasn't processed this change and hasn't adapted. They live in this kind of purgatory. I don't live in purgatory anymore. I live in New York. I got that really sexy room. I think it's a very strange juxtaposition, because these are very infantile in relation to the other work. But I don't know, I think that makes these a little bit more twisted, or maybe makes those drawings seem a little more innocent. I don't know. I definitely see connections.